Hey, this is Ronnie, and this is the Rescue Ronnie Show. Today, I have Allison Tyler here of Movement Mortgage. The reason why I have her on the show is not due to any sort of real estate needs. It's about real world needs. We have a huge catastrophe with the Camp Fire, and she's gonna kind of tell us a little bit about her experience of her home being burnt down. So let's check it out. All right, so obviously these are some very, very horrible times. Maybe you can paint a picture, since you have been through what some of these people are going through, what it was like when you came back to your house and it was not there anymore.
I think the first thing is just pretty mind-numbing. I remember, getting the call from my parents. I remember coming home. My whole street was lined with fire trucks. I remember running up the street, seeing my parents, which was probably the hardest part for something that they'd worked their whole life, really to build, and then to see within a day of what you walked out with, what I wore that day was all I essentially had. So losing, and the first thing people think about is the material stuff of, my clothes, my books, my
toothpaste, and their shoes and all that,
And I remember literally once we got into a hotel, and it's those little things you don't think about, like you said, like I remember looking for a Q-tip, and it's just those things that I had a complete breakdown when you think, like, the things you don't think you necessarily need or you use every day, it's pretty surreal. And so as much as you vet by, you go and get the essentials that you off the top of your head think about, your undergarments, your pants, your shirts.
The things that you actually need, not like the TVs and stuff that we enjoy. It's like the things that you need every day, right?
So you gotta get ready. You have to, put yourself together. So it's a lot of those things. It's kind of the first thing that you initially think about when you see your home in the state that it is.
So what, I'm trying to realize how these people are really feeling, which is horrible, but what is that next 60, 90 days, maybe a year out? What does that look like? What are you going through?
So I was pretty fortunate in the sense that it was a single home. A lot of the people that are going through this right now, it's devastating. It's a whole town that every single person your neighbors, your friends, your families,
parks, gas stations, all that.
Everything's affected. So really, the first couple months, obviously, it's a lot of the initial material items. And then as you're kind of going through those, getting things back, a lot of people have donated to us just basic clothes.
What about insurance and all that?
Yeah, and so insurance is great, obviously. Hopefully everyone has it. Unfortunately, there are going to be some people that...
Please get it if you do not have it.
Yeah, it's a basic thing that it's just for the peace of mind to know you have it. But working with insurance, it's not an easy process, because especially when a whole town has been devastated, it's going to take months, if not a year or longer in some cases, for some of these people to be able to start getting back what they need to live their life and then get back to a normal routine.
Get back to normal, So we're kind of working on a platform where we can help give back. And this is something where we're trying to reach out to you as the viewer. And Allison and I have come up with a plan where we're basically going to start a GoFundMe, and all the proceeds will go to the Salvation Army, which will all go directly to the Camp Fire. And then Allison here will be heading another project for us if you want to.
Yeah, so for anyone who has additional stuff, not everyone has the means to donate money, and as little as $5, $10, those amounts really will add up. So if you're able to give a little bit, it's definitely going to go to a good cause. But on top of that, for people who have additional stuff that maybe they don't necessarily use, putting that stuff together, donating it, because it's those little things that, whether it be pans or silverware or just everything.
Toothpaste and extra toothbrushes, anything that you can bring, we will be very thankful for and pass it on, and I think it'll help quite a bit.
Especially coming into the season of giving, we really want to make sure that these people have a warm meal, they have clothes, they're able to get through the season. So whatever you guys can think of, if you guys have extra stuff, obviously make sure it's gently used or in good shape. There definitely will be people that will be very appreciative and very happy to receive some of these goods.
So thank you, and please, please, please take this seriously and help out. Thank you, Allison. I appreciate you. And this is Ronnie, and have the best day of life, and adios.